Okay, it's been a bit since the last stream. Doing a lot better health-wise now, so that's good. But, finally starting to get settled in, so it's a bit easier to jump into streams again. I finally got my pod on the 1st, and then I spent a couple days off and on working on that. I did a whole bunch the first day. Absolutely killed my body though. So I took a day off to recover, and then was at it again on Wednesday. And then we only did it all in that time too. Couch included. Curious if this is a quest I can actually do, or if it's one that will just take forever to find a drop. It looks like it's dropped from Wither Giant, so I'm not gonna go for it. Looking to see where these are. Looks like these tentacles are on the east side only. I gotta turn that in, so actually you can just fly over there. Anyways, we weren't sure if the couch was gonna get in, but I took apart the door, and it almost didn't fit, but it did.
Where would you like to fly to?
There's not a flight path there, right? Okay, let's get over there. But the problem was because I'm on the 2nd story and the doors are like facing on the side, so when turning to get in my doorway, it was struggling to fit through against all the walls and everything, but long story short, everything's inside, the pod's gone. So it's just been the long, slow process of organizing boxes, taking stuff out, you know. I finally found the box with my giant fluffy spider though. So that was nice. One of my favorite plushes on the couch because it's nice and almost like a blanket pillow. I almost thought I left it in Texas, but no, we found it. And wow, though, the only thing I've done with this character is I leveled up a bit. I got a new spell, that's right, Incinerate. And sold stuff, but I haven't done anything else. On this character, I've been playing a Tauren Druid. I'm at 13 right now, so nothing crazy, but I'm, you know, taking my time. And as I do. I am interested in doing Underbog too, but I don't know, I feel like I have trauma from the pen runs.
Goddess. Greetings, adventurer. It is good you've decided to visit us.
Goddess, watch over you.
It is done then. The marsh has been saved for now.
Oh, this is the
Don't
class
think for a
whenever
second
I was
this will
clogging
be the
all
last
of the
year of
pipes.
Vanaga. We must remain vigilant of our enemy as we continue with our mission in Outland.
Okay, I guess that's it here. So let's take a look at the dungeons. This one. There are some people. Yeah. Funny, that's a play on Medivh. I guess we're just gonna start doing some questing. Could start building a group, but also, y'all need to see this. Can you see this? No, hold on. Resin, your chat, it translated Heyo to there. I don't even understand what it thinks, but also, hi Resin. Oh shit.
That's still recharging.
Oh shit. I'm just gonna assume this is for Underbog. I didn't see that, actually. Roll the tape back. If you're able to go back a little bit in the stream. Anyway, sorry. We should be able to go back a little bit and then just come back to click the live button, and that'll take you back to the current part of the stream. Yes, Resin. God forbid a girl that'd like to take her time. have been really slow though. That's funny. But, crap funk. But to be fair, I try not to play this character in particular at least, unless I'm streaming. And so, since my internet was so shit, in my last place, it was really hard to like keep a good pace, honestly. So I was dealing with that, and then my 2,000-mile move in 3 days was coming up, so I really had to focus on that. Also, if I'm being brutally honest, I had some mushrooms I had to finish before I went, because I couldn't really, I mean, I probably could carry those. I think mushrooms are more legal than weed in a lot of places, but I digress. I was a busy girl, so. Go ahead, call the cops. I don't give a fuck. Weed's legal here, so whatever. Also, if it's horny jail, then fine, sign me up. I don't remember what the name of the person was, the mage, unless the mage was in our group right now. And I guess to be fair, like on the leveling, like I could have been leveling this character more off stream, but I really am trying just to keep this character on the stream, so that way we don't miss too much content. I guess I don't know what I mean by that, because people who go fight WoW know the content. And not a terrible amount of people watch my VoDs after they go up, so I don't know. It felt like a fun idea to have this character's journey from 10, I guess 1, but 10, level 10 to originally 60, but now 70 on stream. Like, that was kind of the thing I wanted to do. Too many shrooms and too many women. Never such a thing. Well, being real, there is too much. There's a thing as too much drugs. As an adult, I enjoy being able to enjoy my recreational stuff versus just passing out. Also, I don't discriminate. Give me all the men and women. Okay, question. Which is the... Oh. Alright, let's get Telemos out.
Now what?
Okay, it's been like a month. Let's see if I can get back in rotation here. Oh, did it actually say Toad? Oh, totally, it does. Check it out. What do you mean, Risen?
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
It's right here, see? You've heard of Underbog. Here's Underbag.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Oh shit, details. Details. We're missing the first 5 or so minutes of data, but should be fine. I guess once I ever figure that out, I didn't want to have like any kind of model like that originally. Hold on. There we go. I didn't want it originally because I was trying to record all my data, right? All my gaming streaming of this character in particular, and then I want to make multiple videos, and eventually, like, I guess a big video of their leveling process, right? Or at the very least, like, my review. I guess we don't have enough of my opinion of WoW Classics, but so I didn't want to like have any extra stream stuff, kind of like interacting with that recording, but I guess like in my head, if I reach level 70 on this character, I am more willing to just actually get like a VTuber model or something like that. Because then I no longer have like that requirement in my head, anyways.
I can't cast that yet.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just a fucking perfection princess.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Because, like, I don't want to use, like, a model
That's still recharging.
that just, like, literally has the mouth move or whatever, like some basic-ass bitch model. But maybe that's what the people want. And if that's what the people want, then I just need to get over myself. do a model at the same time. The issue isn't so much with internet with that, it's the processing power from my understanding, because it's basically like live rendering a 3D model, and it's taking input off a camera or whatever, right?
That's still recharging. I can't test that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
It does mean once I get more comfortable, I can totally dual stream to Twitch. I even set up OBS to dual stream forever ago and tested it out. Turns out you can't do a test stream on Twitch, it just streams. On YouTube at least, it oh, hold on. Shit, what was I talking about? Total brain fart after I had to fix something. Oh, on YouTube, you can totally just be like, make a little test stream, and then you can even do like a step further into a private stream. Twitch? Nah, it's all or nothing.
For the light! For the narrow!
Yeah, because I can only get so much data from like the test stream. So if I make a real stream but it's private, then I can see all the data. And like how the stream will look to real people instead of that little test preview it gives me.
I can't test that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Oh shit, the nose is dead. Well, goodbye. I actually have a couple still in my VoDs. They're just like private stream 3 or whatever. Yeah.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. My mana is low. That's still recharging.
Am I supposed to touch these mushrooms? Am I supposed to do something with these? I guess just stay away from them.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Gotcha. It looks like that's what they did. They kited them over there. I did not pay attention to the dilemmas. I need to do that more often. Well, yes, no.
That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging.
Hey, is this good? Maybe. Everyone greeted it. I'm feeling greed. How do we close this? Get out of here. Close. That's cool. Oh, I'm supposed to touch this. Oh, also, before I forget, you. Thinking of putting this on a hotkey. Is T used for anything? I guess. It's like equipping my staff. Oh, I guess it totally makes sense. Didn't think about it. We're underground. That's cool.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Oh look, there's fellweed. Fucking blaze it.
I can't pass that. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that.
Definitely doing good damage, as long as I pay attention. Imagine that. You have to do work. Ooh. Hibiscus.
I can't pass that. That's still recharging. I can't pass that.
It's clearly down to something, but I'm trying to figure out. There's a way to figure out like what it actually is. It looks like it's pulling up my melee.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm just like, look at that barrel. Oh shit, 25 intellect. I mean, that's cool, but all my other stuff has spell power, so I don't know. Meh. Meh.
I need more mana. I can't cast that yet.
I think I can actually wear something new as well from this set. I did level up last time,
Recharging.
and I think every level I get some new items I can wear. I guess, oh, these right here, the pants. I can make those after this run. I don't think I have them chilling out in my stash yet. Don't think I pre-made them.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
A turban. Again, it's cool, but it doesn't have any spell power. Okay, that was weird. Totally the drain of fire here. Those screenshots might be good enough. Oh shit, hold on here. Okay. One of those is probably good for the thumbnail. nothing mind, I guess, just chilling out, doing stuff. How have y'all been? Resin, Craft Punk. Anyone else who's lurking?
That spell isn't ready yet.
Numbers are all relative. I'm guessing it's a high number.
I need more mana.
I'm just remembering other games with ratings.
I didn't test that yet.
It's like some games I remember, like the high end was like 2,500, 3,000.
I need it.
In other games, the high end was like 2,000, so like, it just kind of depends. I don't think I've ever done 5 arenas though, like maybe once forever ago. Okay, so let me get this straight. In order to get the next tier, quote unquote, or like the upgrade of PvP weapons, you have to already be really good at PvP. Which is like, it sounds great in theory, reward the people, right? But then like, the rich get richer, right? The powerful get more powerful. Okay, so is it like a rating in regards to like how's the rating decided then? Bruh, it's lizard time. Can you go under 1,500? I'm remembering now, one of the games I was really paying attention to that kind of stuff, was for the tanks.
That's still recharging.
Because I was trying to be a tryhard in that game.
Spell isn't ready yet. I can't test that yet.
Thank God, it was painful playing Core of the Tanks. Partially because of the community, but honestly it's because of the balancing and how the devs are handling it. Long story short, power creep. Slightly longer, tanks you can buy with real money to play with used to, not be better than like actual tanks you would get from the tech tree if you fully upgraded those tanks. So like, they were better than maybe like baseline tanks in the tech tree, but like fully teched out, upgraded tanks would be better. So there was that, and then the premium tanks gave you like extra in-game money. Bruh, I'm running.
Out of range.
But eventually they were like, what if we made premium tanks just as powerful as the best like part of tech tier tanks, the tech tree tanks? And then they're like, well, why don't we just make them better? Because that sells more, right? So it's like the one thing that was like keeping the premium tanks from being like kind of broken in the sense that you could just buy them and be better than regular tanks. It's no longer a thing. And so they just have the problem of eternal power creep. So like shit just keeps getting more and more powerful, like to the joke that like the game only has, I guess it's supposed to only have 10 tech trees, or it used to. The new tree tanks coming out that were tech 10, tier 10, would be considered tier 11 because of how strong they were.
That's still recharging.
But there's a lot to talk about there with balance, corporate greed, etc.
That's still recharging.
Excuse me. But like they totally had like the Girls and Panda collaborations, and like those are cool. But like one of the tanks was like $50, and it was just like, bruh. So, like a good whale, I spent like $150. But I digress. I see. With the wins and losses and the score, like in other games I've played, like StarCraft 2, the amount of points you win and lose, I guess it was the same in World of Tanks. The amount of points you win and lose is based on like the overall skill level, right? So if you were fighting someone that you were like favored to win, you would get less points and lose more if they won. But vice versa, if the person who was favored to lose won, they would get more points. But I'm curious if you're saying that it was just a raw high loss, regardless of like the skill difference. Fucking Dilamos is having a grand old time getting feared constantly.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
I see. So yeah, definitely gotcha. That definitely makes it rough, because then it's like any loss like really sets you back, no matter what, and it's hard to like regain it even if you go against someone that you're slated to lose against. Like you're set, the opponent's favored, right? And then you lose, and you lose lots of points, and it's just like, bruh, I see that. Oh, did I pull aggro? Entirely possible. Yeah, I have the aggro on them. As long as they don't come over here, I should be fine. For the most part, though.
That's still recharging. My mana is low.
Gotcha. I think, like, in general, with MMR systems, having, well, I guess it depends if it's an MMR or a point system. Because with point systems, it's generally better, game design-wise, to have you gain more points than you lose, no matter what. For the most part. Because in that way, you're always getting that sense of progress, and you're progressing in, like, your score, even if you're, not doing absolutely amazing every single game. But it becomes less of a true point of skill at that point, just how much have you played, and then maybe how skilled you are.
I can't cast that yet.
Bruh. What's the distance on that? I think I still need one more hibiscus too. Yeah. A blood hibiscus, because I think sanguine is blood in, like, Latin. Or something. Gotcha, yeah, because, like, there's a certain point where, like, if it's supposed to be a mixture of skill and MMR, like, it should kind of, like, slowly taper off and give less
Still recharging.
score and be more of, like, an accurate point of your skill versus, like, hey, you need to reach this checkpoint of score in order to get stuff. What is it with people falling asleep? Fucking go to bed. Bruh. Girl. Time is relative, and these people, in theory, are adults. They can know if they're tired and not queue up for a dungeon that might take an hour. Just saying. Bruh. Too much damage. Can't help it. That's why I heard that this is actually still decent on Warlocks in-game, because Warlocks have no way to lose threat. And because I have lots of dots in my build too, I can't just, like, sit back and let the damage, like, the threat disappear slowly, because it's not how that works when you have dots going all the time. So, this can help. Because, like, I remember someone even said, like, oh, like, late game, it only gives you, like, enough anti-threat for, like, 1 or 2 spells. And it's like, that's all you need. You just need to get them off of you. And then, like, let the threat chill out from there. So, bruh. It is frosty.
Beast, obey me! Kill them at once!
Oh, they probably rolled, and I missed it.
That's still recharging.
Oh, check it. It's the last hibiscus. Y'all can deal with that. guess my questy reset settings too, because I totally turned that off. The chat yell. No. That's more for like a rogue. I'm guessing. For a druid. Feral. The intrusive thoughts are real. Okay. I'll stop myself.
I can't trust that yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, I'm be pulling. Oh, I be pulling. Okay, we're good. Oh, that waterfall is really cool. That's like the surface, I'm guessing, but then like just how the waterfall splits. Okay. Just a sucker for water features. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay. Good. Good to know that's a thing.
I can't pass that yet.
Boom. Oh shit, what's this? I feel like this is supposed to be better, but I need to socket it, I guess. Okay. Had to get a screenshot of that.
Alune be praised.
Do I have every quest I'm supposed to do in here? Boom, boom, boom. Why do I still have this? I think this was a quest for... the Plague Lands, but whatever. Don't question it. Because I definitely have, these two. I was doing these offline for a bit. Is this how we get out? Oh shit, check it. Nice. Yes, rinse. What else? Also, the mage totally took my top damage spot at the last minute. Yeah, check it. That almost did almost 20% of my damage. Okay, let's see. How does this look? Is it soulbound already? No, I could vendor this, not vendor, auction it. Totally a turban though. Is there a vendor in here? Yes.
The Cenarian expedition
Or not.
rescued me from certain death inside the mines. I owe them my life. I offer up my services of repair and reagent sales to those that are allies of the Cenarian expedition.
Here we go, I guess. Okay, yeah, because it says allied, but I clearly am honored. So, boo.
Go on then.
Okay, but what I'm gonna do is take a quick break, and then I'll probably try another run. We'll see if we can get another group. So I'll be right back. And we're back. Oh, there's suddenly a lot more people, but everyone's damaged. Let's see. Lost in action. What's that one? Wing color cloth. I totally saw him. I guess maybe I was supposed to talk to them. Are they though? I was just reading, and it's supposed to be in the Underbog, I think. Yeah, it says that they're in the Underbog, and they were the last one. How fast are respawns? I think I was supposed to talk to them. I haven't reset the instance, but if everything respawns, then I'm screwed. I'm not seeing anything respawn yet. So in theory, I can go talk to them. Oh wait. They're invisible. They're fine for now. It is a good precaution, but I think I'd rather have them just in case. Yeah, they're always invisible. I think we're good. I don't think these are respawns. I think these are just things that we didn't kill. interesting how this water is right here. Hold on. I feel like there's an invisible wall here. There's glass. Unless that's the sun. I think there's glass there though. Anyways, not distracted at all. Oh, this was the ultimate era where this is like a 3D texture, but not really. What's this? The jungle juice or something. Okay, we're almost there again. It almost looks like this head has no eyes, unless that's the eye and it's just closed. I have too much fun with stuff like this. Oh shit! Free spawn! Let's get here. Where is it from here? It was this way, right? Better be this way. This seems familiar. Okay, there's one, but I already found them. Yeah, I'm just trying to... My memory's a little fuzzy. True. In my understanding... Am I not queued up for Underbog? Yeah. Yeah, they are.
How embarrassing to be taken as a pet by a hunter. I owe you my life, but please, trouble yourself no longer with my welfare. Now that you've freed me from VoiceOver, I'll be able to find my way out. Maybe I'll pick up rage along the way.
Excellent. Yep, should just be right down here. It looks like we just need a DPS. A DPS, I think. Excuse me. I usually mute whenever I cough. I'm still getting over the sickness. But I am down with the sickness. Getting up, getting down with the sickness. Okay.
If only I hadn't twisted my ankle coming into this place, I'd be in there with my friends. Now that I think about it, maybe it's better than out here. I'm glad that some of my friends yet live, but it breaks my heart to hear of the fate of others. At least
I guess
they
this
died
ring might be
doing
better.
what they love most in life. You have my eternal gratitude for helping me with this adventurer. Please take one of these as a sign of gratitude.
Yeah, because it looked like the big bonus was for healing, and then it had like a little bit. Why is this a million money? I wasn't sure who left. I'm guessed the DPS left. I'm guessing the tank didn't leave. One, two, three. Let's see, can I use this? You can make a clam bar, apparently. Um, where would you get the recipe? Oh, in Zangarmarsh. Then let's... Bruh. I gotta clean this up. Okay, I'll clean it up later though. I wonder if I'll level off this. Just because I've got so much resting EXP right now. If not from just the dungeon, maybe from turning in all these quests. I have like 4 to turn in.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that.
Okay, I guess they have an add-on that's just like spamming them with something.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I guess they're sending PMs to the tank. That's like what the add-on does or whatever.
That's still recharging.
Like I'm doing pretty good on damage as well. And the tank's holding threat pretty well as well. Well. I think the tank is a little upset though. Because they were trying to get mana drink. And then they pulled the random group. And then this group. I'm guessing the shaman's helping him out. With the spring totem, I think, yeah. It's a little bit, maybe, I don't know.
I can't pass that now.
It's not any different than it was last Friday, but maybe it got moved around a little bit.
That's still recharging.
So, hyper. Also, I haven't seen Mike in years. And it did move thousands of miles. So I'm sure they're pretty far away. Sorry, that was horrible. But how have you been, Bert? Any new movies? It's been like a week. Well, there's a couple of mics from my old job. There was, whenever I first joined the team, I don't know what it was in my head, but there was a guy on the team called Mike, obviously that was his name. Hold on, we be struggling here.
That's still recharging. That spell is working. That's still recharging. Not enough mana.
I think we got this. Don't tell anyone, but it was my fault. I couldn't, like, get across here because the mushroom was in the way. So I figured I'd just go around it. But it pulled the group that was over here. That was on me.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I need more mana. That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Okay, they were like, who did it? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was me. So fuck, my train of thought's just like dead today. Mike, that's right. They were totally my pod mate, and they were helping me like get the ropes, right? Learning the ropes. And I kept calling them Eric. I don't know why. Just like my brain associated them with Eric for some reason.
That's still
I felt so bad. I eventually got over it, like after a week. But it's so bad. Except they'd be like, Eric, I need help with this. And they're just like, who the fuck's Eric? I'm just like, bruh. No one, you're right. And then, I guess, Pride Month to highlight, there was a really flamboyant gay man called Mike at my job as well. They were super cool. Super fun to hang around with. But that's good to hear, Bert, with the fair skies. I guess I was curious what you meant by that, but it makes sense, because not clear skies. There's still like some clouds and stuff, but not like super cloudy. It's actually been super nice here too, even though it's been not fair skies, it's been mostly cloudy all day. It's been raining on and off. Imagine that, Washington. But it was super nice just to like wake up to some rain outside my window, fall back asleep, repeat that overnight. And the rain's been kind of in and out all day as well. Yeah, it is. But it's not like hard rain, it's just been like, I think there was maybe 1 or 2 points where the rain was kind of heavy, but mostly just like drizzles and stuff. I guess the question becomes, do you need the rain or not?
Far away.
I'm guessing the mushrooms like heal them or something.
I can't pass that yet.
Yeah, because they're like super high health.
That's still recharging.
I see. I do remember when I was in Texas, that was not uncommon, especially in my park. Like one of the main fields, because there's no like trees or shrubs. Like whenever the rain was really bad, like in the sense that we had no rain for like 1 or 2 months, if it's like 100 degrees outside, like yeah, they're ground cracks. Oh shit, that looks cool as hell. Too bad I don't need it, but... Have I checked out Murderbot? I mean, I guess it depends on the context. Is Murderbot a movie? Were you talking about a TV show? Okay. Were you talking about last Friday? I don't remember a lot from Friday, I guess. I'm guessing that's what you were watching. Hey, we have the same pants. Pants buddies. I see. Because it sounds vaguely familiar, but if it wasn't last stream, then it was like a month ago. So, you'll have to forgive me in my memory.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Look, if they don't like it, they'll tell me. Or they'll call the cops, whatever. What is the crime? Succulent pants. Enjoying succulent pants. Freezing, boom. Also, I just now realized that their name is Tankton. Because Panzer is tank in German. to heal to the most. He's still pretty hurt. Oh, he fucking died. Okay, whatever. Who said you could go back to horny jail?
Now what?
Wrong button. I do think I'm getting new pants though.
Charging.
Yeah. Totally forgot. I can make new pants. Briefs are right, that's for sure. Definitely not a boxer guy.
I can't pass that yet.
I forget who our healer is. I think it's the shaman.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Damn, son. Fucking doing so much damage. Okay, I just wanted to set that in case we wipe.
That's still recharging.
Honestly though, we're doing really good, so I don't think we'll need it.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. My mana is low. That's still recharging.
Oh shit, we pulled another group. It's like we're fine now. Keep doing that. It's strange how that collision works. Okay, we're back at the at the tank again. The glass.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's
Okay.
still recharging.
Definitely need to pay more attention to his life. But we're good.
Get closer. I can't.
That's true. They do like the attention.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that. That spell isn't ready yet.
It's like one of the few times we actually have a robe. The stoppable force. Instead of unstoppable, it's stoppable.
I can't use that yet. I can't cast that. That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging. I can't cast that.
All I can say is I must be doing something right. If I'm doing this good with damage. And like the last one, I was like neck and neck with the mage. Go off-build meta bullshit. I'm totally doing this weird, technically affliction build where it does 30-31 demonology, but okay. It works pretty good for me.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Cause it's not like
That's still recharging.
a statistically bad build. It's actually, I think, just minor variations in the talents. It's like an actual, like, official affliction build, but I thought was pretty funny because there's a meme I saw recently on the WoW forum, not forum, on Reddit. I'm gonna talk about the kick. That's right, Rose kick. whenever I hadn't looked up any builds yet, just based off of like what I know. From like playing and stuff like that, right? I was kind of leveraging my old knowledge when I was playing retail back forever ago, but the point of it was that I kind of crafted the build with my own thoughts and ideas and like how I felt about my talents and stuff. Bruh. Okay, and it ended up being like a meta build with some minor variation, right? That's always nice whenever you apparently stumbled on the meta yourself without just being told this is meta. And I guess, if anyone's curious, I do have my full build. My builds in the VOD. The VOD description. I guess it's the stream description, but it'll become the VOD description. Anyways, it has links to my builds. Both that are current and then the end game state, like once I hit 70. But yes, birds, accidentally writing a hit song that already exists, yeah. That's basically what it was. Which, like, in one hand, that's cool because it means my build I want to do that I kind of like half thought of is viable. Cause like, I'm honestly pretty sure it's impossible to come up with new builds. At this stage of the game, like, everything's been data mined, tested. So no one's finding anything new, unless they change something with the balance. I guess, I don't know if I missed it, birds, but what are you watching? What movies were you watching recently, or was it just, the TV series? I can unfortunately confidently say I have not seen any of those or even heard of those. I think I maybe heard of The Illusionist and Obsession. None of the rest. Any you think I'd be interested in? This totally looks like an eyeball. This horrify. I guess there's a horror. It's the name or something. I feel like I would have. If stamina wasn't my best stat. I think it's funny as a warlock.
That's still recharging.
That health, I didn't even notice it. I just noticed that, like, oh shit, I'm almost dead. Whenever I was down here. So moved. Big whoops. I see. I feel like Samuel L. Jackson was in a lot of movies that, like, weren't really popular. Like, there's this really obscure movie called, The 51st State, I think it is. Just about drugs. They had Samuel L. Jackson. And the guy who played in 28 Weeks Later as, like, the main antagonist.
I can't pass that yet.
Never heard about it before. I think I was just looking up. There was a hardcore hardstyle, interchangeable, song that used a soundbite from the movie. And I was just like, what is this? And I went and watched it, so.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
Yeah, people, monkey paw, I see, yeah. People say they love meanders, until they actually have to deal with one. I think I pronounced that right. I don't think I've actually ever heard the pronunciation. I've heard Tsunder, but I don't know if I've ever heard the Yandir. Anyways. She can't handle me at my worst, in quotes, stabbing you. You don't deserve me at my best. With my boobs out. Not literally. But that's the meme.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah, Tsunder is different than Yandir though.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Cause like Tsunder is like someone who Bruh, I tried to save him, but whatever. Like it's very cold and like aggressively like bullying and stuff like that. But they actually like the person and they don't get softer, blah 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 that stuff. Yandir is like super obsession. Yandir, I forget.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
There's a good chance I'd be interested in that movie though. On the talk earlier about movies with popular people that like no one knows. I recently watched The Last Witch Hunter, which came out in like 2015, and I was like, how come I never saw this, heard about this? It had Vin Diesel, Elijah Wood, some old guy who's popular, I can't remember his name. And then like the concept like about like witch covens and stuff like that was super interesting to me, and like the special effects and like the screenplay at the beginning was really cool. But then that was it. It just went downhill from there. It was boring as all hell.
Obey me! Kill them at
That's
once!
still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
If I was smarter, I could figure out what you're saying off the bat. But I need to process it. I don't think I understand.
Obey me! Kill them at once! Beast! Obey me! Kill them at once!
I can't cast that yet.
Okay, Cassandra? Is that how it is? I don't know. I think I should just listen to how to pronounce online.
That's still recharging.
Oh shit, I hit reset. Well, there that goes. I'm trying, guys. I really am. With the pronunciation. This is the one I've been talking about, though. In regards to the Obsession movie. The Sundre. Okay, I think I got it now. That helped a lot. Having it phonetically.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah, Sundre is more of like hostile in the sense that you don't want to show your actual feelings, and so like you're mean and they bully and stuff like that. Where Yonder, I guess, is more about they would hurt anyone other than their person or up to that person if it meant keeping them with them. Total, danger zone, just put it that way. I guess you could almost argue they're almost at opposite ends. They both include violence. Yeah, that's what I was thinking after you taught me how to pronounce it. It made sense to just like change the beginning part. Also, I guess they're ret tanking. Who gets levitated? I don't know who got levitated. Unless they kicked it.
That's still recharging. That spell is
Oh, bruh, he said. Up there I go, whee! Does it just drop me? What happens? Bruh. Okay. We're good.
I can't pass that.
I see. Did you, like, learn Japanese or something? Birds? Also, Craft Punk, new Mortal Kombat. Was that like a new? As in, like, today? Not today, but, like, the last year? I remember there was another one, but that was, like, 5 years ago. I feel like somehow I missed what the tip's about. Like it just went over my head. Gotcha. Okay. Was it any good? Did you enjoy it? Cause I remember, like, Mortal Kombat's cool. I don't remember how the old movies were though. If they were, I feel like they had the normal issue of like live action translation and how it just didn't look good and like badly produced stuff like that. Um, Care to guess? I mean, like, I can guess so many things, but I can't guess if it was something they talked about because I just don't remember. Um, Gonna take another quick break. Then, we'll do some questing. Try to clear up some questing. I think 2 runs is good. Shouldn't take long, just a couple minutes. Okay, birds. I was right about 2 guys at least. I guess you can't add people to friends. From chat. Okay, that should do, at least for now. That's a cool concept though. Oh, excuse me. The whole cross country. They cast Carl Urban. I don't know them by name. I might know them if I see them, but I'm horrible with names. Anyways, so... They made Johnny sad and depressed. Scorpion isn't a vengeful demon. Yeah, Scorpion's supposed to be, like, totally all about the vengeance. Interesting. So it sounds like you said, if you don't know the story and contents. Good thing I haven't watched The Boys. It's a good one though. I've heard people tell me all the time to watch it. You're gonna hate me. That doesn't help me either. Okay, where are we going first? We should go east. Always to the east. I have mixed feelings with the Warcraft movie though. I feel like the Warcraft movie was in this weird spot where if you knew a lot of the names and the history and the lore, a lot of things made sense in the movie. But if you didn't, it was just like, who was this? Why was this person brought up? Like, so that can be really jarring in that regard. So it's like, if you're someone who knows the lore, you might be upset at some of the things they did. But if you don't know the lore, you're like kind of missing out on context. I personally enjoy the Warcraft movie, but I also know it's like objectively not good. Right, and there's some other stuff too. I definitely enjoy it for what it is, but it definitely feels like it missed the mark, right? Because, like, don't get me wrong, I'll literally just be grinding in WoW, right? Off stream, obviously. And I'll just put on the Warcraft movie. It's just, you know, it's fitting. Like when people put on Christmas movies on Christmas. don't like to watch it around Christmas, but I will concede that it's technically a Christmas movie. My favorite is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Go figure, Up Girl loves Tim Burton and stuff. Like, give me Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll watch that a million times before I watch Die Hard once. That's too rough. Before I watch it twice. Yeah, Die Hard the movie. Back when this was still a thing. Okay, goodbye. Before I get demonetized. I'm not even monetized, but before I get banned, I guess. Yeah, I don't feel it's a Christmas movie, but I will submit that it is technically a Christmas movie.
Too far away.
Like, I won't argue that it's a Christmas movie. I just don't personally feel it is one. I can't remember what it was. I think it was, I was watching Josh Stripe, and he mentioned that, like, being an adult nowadays in, like, the current year is looking back at Home Alone and being like, what the hell did that father do to make that kind of money? Cause, like, God bless.
That's still recharging.
I usually do watch Home Alone though. Early Bitcoin investor. I guess to be fair, I haven't checked into the not the Die Hard, the Home Alone lore. I'm sure they maybe talk about it in like later movies and stuff, but. What else is a Christmas movie for me? Yeah, it's the same thing with just like The Simpsons as well. Like, to be able to afford 2 cars in a sizable two-story house off of a single income with 3 kids. Like, holy fuck. But also, yeah, like, that's the story, I guess. The movie and the memes, but like, I like to think I would never do anything like that with my children. I know it's like one of the things where like everyone says it, but Malcolm in the Middle too. That was me growing up. Rather, the movie TV series. The era. It was produced in the era of my childhood. There you go. I didn't really really watch it too much. I don't know why, it just didn't click with me. But I was a weird kid, so...
Out of range.
Speaking of realistic standards, though, I just remembered the oblongs. Definitely more realistic, I feel. Maybe realistic isn't the term, but... Yeah, I haven't watched it in forever, because it used to be on Adult Swim, it probably still is, but... I haven't watched cable TV since like 2006 or something, I don't know. That's not true. Like 2009, 2008 maybe. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about The Boys. The Boys and The Good Place. Those are two that I keep hearing a lot about. I actually had root beer earlier. This is a strawberry lemonade. Yeah. This thing, if it ever loads, but... I see, it's always nice whenever there's like a completion. Bruh. Talk about series though. I'm actually considering rewatching at least the first couple of seasons of The Walking Dead. I used to be so into that. I don't remember what season I stopped at explicitly. I could describe it, but then that would be spoilers.
Fight your own battles.
Need to get closer.
I definitely stuck with it longer than I think most people did.
That's still recharging.
But after a certain season, I was just like, I'm done. Like, I can't keep watching this. It had the problem of it would just repeat the cycle. And what I mean by that is it's like the group escapes with like the skin of their teeth, and then they find a new place. New place has problems. They start dealing with the problems. Problems get out of hand, either just because of the way things are or some new event. They get away with the skin of their teeth, sometimes when people die. Repeat the process. And like after 2 or 3, like it's not that bad, like the second time. The third time is not that bad either, but like after that's all it was, it's just like, okay. I'm literally just watching this to like maybe get some of the drama and the action and like the combat scenes. I'm not actually getting a new story. So that's kind of where after a bit I kind of called it. Like after the 6th or 7th time. Lucille, who was that? The name's familiar. I haven't watched it in like, bruh, maybe 10 years. yes. Yeah. I don't know if you remember birds. I used to make reference to it whenever I was playing Project Zomboid. Whenever I was doing blunt weapons. Yeah, I was past that. Actually, just like spend a quick second to look it up. Hold on. I see. I think the last season I watched was season 8. I don't remember the details I'm seeing on season 9. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I stopped at I finished season 8 and then I was just like, I'm done. Let me... Yeah, I'm 90% sure season 8's where I stopped. The end of it. Because it actually was like a pretty good like cap to a lot of story things and it wasn't like there was a lot of things still lingering, or at least like most of the loose ends were wrapped up. So like this could be the end of like the entire series. Goodbye. Obviously it wasn't, but it was just a good way for me to like finish it, like, and stop watching it because I was no longer interested. I might pick it up again because maybe they did do better in season 9 moving forward, but I was just done. I guess on the Zomboid note, birds, I keep saying it, but I do want to play more. I want to go back to my old save. And get my spoils back to my cabin. I miss my cabin. But I don't know if I will remember enough in order to not have issues. In the sense of just like staying alive. What loot to get, how to manage my inventory, stuff like that. So like I have wanted to start like a new run, but I'm really nostalgic for my cabin. So, kind of toss-up. And just also the problem is because I was playing on beta 41, one that was like the stable version. Bruh. And then B42 came out, like, on the tail end of when I was playing. Also, there's dead people here. Brain. I was playing, right, up until, like, B42 was coming out, but it was still, it still is, I think, at this point, experimental, like, unstable. So the problem though is a lot of the mods I was using were getting updated for B42. So there's a good chance, not a good chance, but a decent chance at the very least that a lot of those add-ons may not work anymore. Because they updated them for like B42, so I have to find like a B41 version if they still exist, blah 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 blah. And I'm not just looking forward to dealing with that. So like in one world, if I just say screw it, start fresh, no problem. But I really want to go play the old world again.
The Knot Elredor has seen more change in the last 20 years. Good health, long life. These will do quite nicely. Allow me a moment to mix up the potion.
The time has come for us to embrace the Ferelfen and teach them that the light has not forsaken them. Take the potion I've prepared and carry it with you to the Bohama ruins. Once you arrive at the ruins, drink the potion to assume the form of one of their bird spirits. Speak with Elder Kuruti, and let him know the Draenei are ready to welcome his people as our long-lost brothers.
I remember now, because there was some questing to like pick up idols from the broken Draenei, Unfallen, whatever. And they were birds, and now I'm gonna go talk to the bird. Okay, got it. One last thing on the talk of Project Zomboid. I have this here. I have all my old, I had moved all these blahas, like around the house. I had some up here protecting, I had over here, looking out the window, blah 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 blah. But I left like 30 blahas in my starter house when I moved out. I want to go back and get them all. So, yeah. Talk to the bird, but more rude. I could think of something else to go with that. Talk to the rooster. That doesn't make any sense, it's just vulgar.
May I be of service?
Okay, I wanted to make new pants. I think I have all this stuff in my stash bank. So here's what we'll do. There's no efficient way to do this. Let's fly back. And turn
Where
into
would you
their
like
quests.
to fly to?
Stretch. On the Sunboy talk, one of the things I was trying to do was find the recipe to learn how to make armored vehicles, like how to armor my vehicles. Because I was running out of cassettes, which are basically Corvettes, because I kept trashing them. And to be like, oh, no problem, get the other one. Oh, no problem, get the other one. I'm running out of cassettes, though, so... and repairing them's getting expensive material-wise. But I couldn't find any, like, anywhere. I went to every town, every library,
Welcome
every
to
school.
the Orbar Harborage, friend. You have
The
nothing
only place
to
left,
fear.
was maybe, like, the mall. Next to my base on the racetrack. So I was gonna go check that out.
The Zangarmarsh threat is contained for the moment, but I'm certain they won't give up that easily. I've forgotten many things.
I didn't
since
find
the
it
end
there
of my
though. I was
life
totally
as a
just gonna
prey
spawn in the
knight,
recipe,
but the
because
stubbornness of the ogres
it's ridiculous.
is an enduring memory. The centerpiece of any ogre tribe is its leader. Without leadership, the Zangarmarsh's organization will disappear, and they'll resort to infighting to determine
This guy's got some
who
style.
will lead next.
Look at those
Although we've
leaves.
seen the ogres out and about in this area, their true strength is concentrated in their Zangarmarsh stronghold to the northwest. It's located in a cave on a small island connected to the marsh by a fallen mushroom. Go there and defeat Overlord Gorefist. That should provide us with
Cool.
a well-deserved respite.
So I'm kinda didn't do these then, because that quest totally is over here too.
There are some who call me Tim, but to my friends, I am the specialist.
Timmy!
Adventurer, I have a favor to ask of you. Normally, I would do this myself, but my hands are already beyond full. I have an associate named
Yeah, you have a
Keelan in
knife and a
Silvernar in the
vial.
Blade's Edge Mountains to the north. He's expecting to hear from me in the near future, although I suspect he won't like what I have to say. If you would deliver my response to him, you would have my gratitude. I must insist, and this is very important, that you not attempt to read the letter. It is for Keelan's eyes alone.
I totally tried to read it before listening to the whole quest dialogue. Oops. I was about to comment. I liked how older quests would like tell you, like give you the option to read like the letters and stuff. And I feel like they got lazy after a while. They being Blizzard devs, but regardless, probably for the best that I couldn't read this one. I think there was another one where I read it and it spawned like spirits, and they're like, I can tell you read it because spirits. And I was like, yep, I done did it. Have these been all the way around here, or is this just like specifically here? I don't think I've seen these. Not the lily pads, but like the little flowers on top. Those are cool. I had to double back for that. Bruh. Bruh. Totally respawning in my face. Apparently. Who's paying them for jump scares? I'll pay him double the fuck off. It does remind me though, there's this person on Blue Sky I follow where they're super into ogres. Like they'll post like random ogre facts from WoW. I guess anyone who's smarter than me and who plays retail, I think ogres are not a playable race, but they want them to be.
If our enemies would see that we are... These will do nicely, but we can always use more. Perhaps you will find yourself in the Underbog again soon.
Okay, no more of those quests. Oh, interesting. Since Mr. Pandarius, that's been forever.
Giants.
Like 2012
what
or something.
Did we ever do to them? Perfect. No doubt the morale of the Spore Giants will be at an all-time low once they realize what you've done. Either that or they'll be so incensed that they'll attack us again soon.
I was talking, I guess, to you, I think, Craftpunk, about it. Just at some point installing retail. And two things. One, going to like loading up my old characters as like a time capsule from 2010 or whatever. Because I had like a max level DK, I think a warlock. I had some other high level characters like a high level hunter, a druid, blah 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 blah. But then I also can just like give retail a try, give it a fair shake, cause like I talk shit about it, in the sense that I'm like it's not for me, but I haven't actually played it in forever, so maybe I'll still enjoy it, taking it for what it is versus trying to get like the original classic experience.
With new enemies on our doorsteps,
Plus, I love customization and flavor and stuff, so like all the different customization options for character creation is actually really interesting. The brain. Oh, that's disgusting.
The Blackstalker is dead. Normally I would not revel in such butchery, but the pain that the Great Mother and her brood have put my people through over the centuries is unspeakable. It is unfortunate that now another of her progeny will transform to replace her.
Okay, this is a trinket.
And give us some breathing room, so that we will not have to worry about the Marshwalkers for a while.
I might have paid more attention, because then maybe the health versus mana would have been better. I thought it was consumable, and I was like, well, I could just make mana. Like so. Boom. Boom. Boom! So I was like, the health makes more sense to me.
With new enemies on...
I'm so close to leveling, bro. I'm just gonna kill some stuff really quick, fuck it. I see. That has no bearing on my interest, one way or the other. But God, now that you mention it, I feel like I remember just seeing in a lot of Warcraft art in general, people be calling out the attention to detail. Did my internet just die?
I don't know what to think of your kind, yet traveler. Some of you
did.
can be violent and kill
But we're good.
sporings on sight. You seem friendly. Though maybe a little bit funny looking, I suppose.
And I guess for me, I don't even know if I would get to like end game status on stuff on retail. She was a dagger, so like literally she was a knife, and now she has no shoes. Like, I'm trying to follow the correlation here. I guess it became humanoid or something? Sentient? Technically, don't all knives have no shoes? I feel like these two are not related. But they're both information. But that's just on the list of all the things I'd like to do at some point. We'll see what gets prioritized. I cannot speak right now. Okay, so she originally wasn't a dagger, so she like was turned into a dagger, and then whenever she was removed out of being a dagger, she doesn't have shoes. I mean, like, that's just normal shape-shifting rules. Also, it isn't the wrong turn. There was one point I was playing an RPG, tabletop RPG, like D&D. I guess for the nerds, it's the Dresden File RPG, DFRPG. Dresden Files. Who was a shapeshifter who could turn into a bear. And they're just like, every time you shapeshift, you rip through your clothes. I'm just like, bruh. I hate... This is logical, but I hate you. So, like, I have, like, these massive suspenders and shit like that would just stretch. And, like, extra pairs of clothes in my car. And that's how I dealt with that. I see, like, this is where, like, I don't know, my lore stops at, like, Cataclysm. Like, I was really into Warcraft lore from, like, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. And then when the Warcraft came out, like, that was amazing. But, I don't know. Like, I know of the old gods, but, like, those were super secret, kind of unknown. Not like, here's a fifth one. Oh look, another old god. Like, maybe I'm exaggerating, but that's what it sounds like.
Welcome, diversion.
I mean, I can't remember. I think I was talking to an old viewer who hasn't been around in a while. Krasnovsky, they were talking to me about like how they murdered Sylvanas' character, like they just completely destroyed her character arc in the later expansions, which is sad because she was one of my favorites. I see, so it kind of reminds me, not explicitly, but it reminds me a bit of Chrono Trigger. Spoilers. When Shala and Jonas get trapped in, I guess not Janus, but Shala does, gets trapped in with Lavos.
Out of range. I can't cast that yet.
I guess I only know very little of the Titans as well, because they were only, like, they weren't talked about too much in Warcraft 3 lore, and I guess in classic WoW lore. They probably expanded on it a bit, but I don't remember much. This is a massive mushroom. I guess they're all massive mushrooms, but seeing it horizontal, different perspective. Honestly, I think my exposure to Titans in Warcraft was from Hearthstone. I see, I guess, I don't know, I just don't remember that. I remember Project Titan was their codename for Overwatch. Random lore. Okay, now that you mention it, like remembering brief glimpses, but like I don't remember much. And I don't know if that's because I just don't remember, or if they didn't really bring it up too much in normal Warcraft lore.
That's still recharging.
It could just also be that it's a reference. I'm thinking of Elder Scrolls. Interesting. Oh, that reminds me of Necrons of Warhammer, because they were like, we're gonna fight the old gods. And they did. And they won. They turned the gods into Pokemon. One of my favorite things, but that's probably all the references that's similar there. I think I'm remembering now, though, a specific mission from Warcraft 3 that did reference that. I think it was even like a custom campaign. It wasn't like part of the normal campaign. It was like it wasn't third party. It just wasn't a part of like the official campaign. It was like side content you could do in the game. Okay. And by the shattering, do we mean the shattering of Outland? Or do we mean the shattering of Azeroth? Also, someone asked if I have work. I think it was birds. The answer is no. If I were to work, I gotta get up at 8. And it's 3. It would be 5 hours from now. But I'm dealing with legal stuff here, so I'm taking time off to deal with that. Also, just reminded me, if you don't hear from me after Wednesday, I guess after tomorrow, after Tuesday, it's because power to my apartment gets cut off. We're all metered separately. We all pay our bills individually. But I guess if they have to shut off power for one person because they don't pay, it shuts it off for everyone. Because, like, they don't have a way to control it at the tap, I guess. They can monitor it and gauge the amount. They can't change how much is being sent, like to which unit. So, I'm up to date, I'm paid, but I guess if one of my neighbors isn't, then I may not have power on Wednesday. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see. That's true. If that does happen, I will do that. Because I'm poor as fuck right now. Not like in a miserable way, but getting to my move, doing my move, drained my bank account. I had to finance some loans. So, dealing with that. I paid off my new phone. I feel like I should have took the 24-month no interest on that one, but I decided to get 10% back. I guess it might technically be illegal if they do it. In the sense of charging me for days they turn it off.
It's too far away.
So the bills can be separated separately. So, like, they're able to charge us appropriately. But they can't cut off power to just one unit. They have to cut off, like, I guess the tap isn't set up that way. So, it'll just turn it off for everyone. And, like, I can see that. Like, you can have monitoring software and stuff like that. But you don't have, like, extra cabling that would separate it and stuff like that. But, I don't know. We will see. Worst case scenario, I guess I'm gonna work on unpacking more, I guess. That would be a great opportunity to keep unpacking boxes, because what else am I gonna do? I can play my Switch until that dies anyways, but yeah. Oh, check it out. They're closed. They glow. The rooms are glowing. Almost died looking at his drip, but it was worth it.
That's still recharging.
But that's true. There are options. There actually are community services in my city, because imagine that. We actually care about our citizens. And we fund things appropriately. It's like our recycling actually goes through, like, at our park. We have, like, massive bins at the park for recycling. Definitely a big change from fuck you got mine from my old state and city, so I'll take it.
Out of range. I can't pass that yet.
And there's actually a community center, like, right next to me. And then just, like, a 5-minute drive or less is where the actual park is. I was hoping that'd be enough to level. It's not. I'm 100% bitch. So close. I guess if anything, I'm like mostly concerned about like the fridge freezer. Because then we can't open it if the power goes out, and then it's just like, bruh, what are we gonna eat? I don't know if you heard, I'm broke as fuck. So, going out to get food is kind of a luxury right now. I feel like I should put on a buy me a coffee donation thing or something. I don't know.
I can't pass that yet.
Joking. That's true. I think that's what, I thought about it. But I forgot about it. But now that you mentioned it, that's true.
That's still recharging.
And there are a bunch of 7-Elevens right around me, so I should be able to get that if I need to. Just hope it doesn't come to that. God, good lord. The first month of my new apartment. Can you imagine? And then the power gets cut because other tenants, but I guess we will see. If I was... if I wanted to know, I could do a tarot reading. I don't think I want to know though. Like, whatever's gonna happen, I'd rather not know. Yeah, I guess the problem would be still the power with the laptop. It's on battery, right? But it'll only last for like an hour or two. Bro, I'm so close. No, I just want a thing. So close.
That spell isn't ready yet.
No! Even if that were true, I would still consume them. Just hate myself when I do it. That translated to thanks. But yeah, I finally hit it. Hit that shit. Okay, question, was there any more clothes to make? No, just the pants. Because this is 67, 68. I already have these. So yeah, it's just the pants. Yeah. I thought that was the case. I tried it anyways. Like, worst case scenario, it just doesn't work. I didn't want to change specs right in the middle, just in case I pulled something, though. This is a good spot, though, for that, because next I can start getting Shadow Mastery and max that out. And then for this build, I basically just max this out, and then get 3 points of corruption, and that's it. There is a world where I take 2 out of suppression and put them in Soul Siphon, but I'll figure that out later.
Where would you like to fly to?
Okay, let's get over here. But bruh, if I became allergic to root beer and pickles... Silent contemplating. That's what happened right now. It would definitely remove a lot of things I enjoy in life. I think on the talent stuff, it just depends if the extra 2 points for the resistance, or like anti-resistance, is worth, that's like if it's actually worth the value versus this, because this means like basically none of my curses will ever fail. Like they'll happen once in a while, but very rarely, which means I don't have to spend time trying to like reapply dots or whatever if they fail to apply. Meanwhile though, I'm usually gonna have what, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 dots. That's at least like another like 16 to 20% of effectiveness on the healing, which could be pretty good. So we will see. But okay, let's do the bank. The bank should be like right there.
The eternal sun guides us.
Okay, need this and that. Here we go. I still don't know which of the 2 factions I want to do. I think Scryers is it though. I figured it out at one point, but I didn't write it down. So I just don't remember.
Farewell.
Ugh. Okay, I lose the side thighs, which are nice, but all black is nice too. It's like the difference here is it actually worse? Like across the board? It has a little bit more armor. Has more stamina. Oh no, wait, I'm stupid. It increases it by 37 spell power. The other one was 27. So I maybe lose a bit of crit, but I gain better power overall. At the cost of intellect, though. See, intellect law. This is where I'm not smart enough to know which is better. Check out this rain too. Either way, I'm losing crit. Can you tell me why? I trust you, but like I'd like to know why, and that'll probably help me understand like other gear stuff later on. What about the extra stamina? I'm technically losing a bit of stamina with this versus this one.
Enubelore Delana.
Totally have too much shit in here. I could buy another bag slot, actually. Yeah, I did gain stamina as technically, but like I would gain more if I changed the other one. Okay, we solved that problem. Gotcha, because like for me, intellect's kind of weird because just the mana increase isn't a big deal. Because I can just turn health into mana. But I guess, can you help me with this one? My biggest stuff right now should be spell power and maybe intelligence. So the Netherweave pants, the ones I just made, technically have higher spell power, but I lose significant crit strike. I see, so like this one would give me 22, which would be basically 1% extra crit chance. Versus 10 spell power. And I guess I lose intellect with this as well, right? With the Netherweave pants, I lose crit and intellect. But I gain significant stamina and then more spell power. Okay. I thought so after putting them on, but I wasn't sure. How many pieces do you need? Four, okay. I can see there's a world where I would wear the pants, if I had to get rid of another one of the items for something else. That way I can keep the 4-set bonus, but got it, okay. Okay, that'll be it. Cause I'm gonna go sell this at the auction house.
Shorelaran.
I'll do that some other time.
Who dares summon me?
It's definitely late. Yeah, I'm actually really close. Reminds me, what's my to-do list? Soul bag is fine. Get rid of that. I think I'm pretty done with first aid. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Okay, that should do it. Definitely late though. I'm on the West Coast, so it's only 4 p.m. But it's 4 a.m. But it is 4 a.m. I need to like half wake up in a couple hours to try and schedule stuff for my legal things, but yeah, yeah. The guys over here, yes. I was trying to kill them forever, and they just were never on spawn because people kept killing them. And they have like a 6-hour cooldown or something respawn, so I just had it on there just in case. No, at this point it's about the message. Like it's not about the experience. But if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give a like. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Because I do want to keep streaming more. I'm just trying to get settled in, so it's kind of trying to find a rhythm, but I'm also trying to focus on like everything else. So I'm just kind of coming in as I can until I get set up, and then it'll be easier for me to keep streaming like back to back. With that in mind, though, I will see about streaming today, I guess, but because I have my legal stuff to deal with, but then after that I should be fine. So as long as I'm not too tired, I'm gonna see about streaming. And then if my power still works on Wednesday, then I will try to keep streaming as well. So worst case scenario, keep a lookout on Blue Sky. I do post on there if I haven't been able to stream for a while. So just to keep you all up to date, but yeah. With that, if it's daytime, have a good day. If it's nighttime, have a good evening, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.